a lot of stuff going on around here. We have multiple sports all the time. My youngest two have some special needs. So we've got lots of therapies. So I try to be as efficient as possible at all times. If you see, like, my office is a disaster, and this is actually cleaned up. Like, I cleaned up for y'all. So that's just kind of what we're working with here. So when Scentsy Club started, it wasn't called Scentsy Club. I don't remember what it was called, like the VIP program or something like that, a long time ago, 3 or 4 years ago. And it wasn't awesome. It wasn't. But the only reason why I did it is because I kept forgetting to add my laundry products to my orders. When I'd close out an order, I would forget to add a laundry love. And then I'd be like, dang it, now I can't do laundry for like a week until my stuff gets here. And I'm not using Tide. I'm just not. I love our laundry stuff too much. And so, you know, when there's piles of laundry, that I've run out of laundry products. So that's why I added it first. And then they kind of changed things. And then they introduced Scentsy Club and the whiff boxes. And by the way, you guys can thank Candy for the whiff boxes, because she's one of the geniuses behind that entire program. So thank you and amen to Candy and everybody else who piloted that entire program. And I'll be honest, when it first started, when everybody was talking about their scent crates and their whiff boxes and all this stuff, I was like, nope, ain't doing it. I do not have the time. I'm super creative. I have that like creative brain, and I crave that that spot in my business. That's what I love the most about my business, is getting my hands dirty and wrapping my mind around things and thinking of like creative ways to post. I love marketing. Candy and I very much are on that same wavelength, but I'm the kind of person where if I can't do something right, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not. And at the time when whiff boxes were really getting ramped up, we were just getting involved in our foster care journey. And for those of you who've ever been through foster care or know anything about it, it is the hardest thing I've ever been through in my entire life. Like, I don't know how I survived it. Scentsy's was like my one constant through it all, but I didn't have the bandwidth to add something else at that time. And so I said, you know what, I'm going to wait until Scentsy does this, because at some point they're going to, but I just can't. I thought it was awesome, but I just couldn't do it. So when Scentsy finally jumped on the whiff box train, I was like, yes, this is what I've been waiting for. I'm on board, fully on board. So with Scentsy Club, I added a laundry bundle to come to my house every month and a whiff box, because then I didn't have to think about it. And I started unboxing my whiff box and my Scentsy Club live every single month, whether I did it on my Instagram stories or live on my Facebook or even just on my VIP page. That's how I started. So if you have not been promoting Scentsy Club and you do not have a subscription, that is the first thing that I'm going to tell you to do, is you need to subscribe. You have to be a Scentsy Club subscriber if you want to be able to promote this. And even if all you have is the whiff box in there, that's how you can kind of start. And then you can build from there. But you need to be able to show people, hey, look what I got today. Check out this Scentsy Club thing. And I started with 2 or 3 members. Like, I would have to ask Chad. Chad Larson is one of the heads of Scentsy Club. I would have to ask him for like a chart of kind of how my subscriptions have gone. But he told me a couple days ago that I currently have 60 subscriptions for Scentsy Club. So it starts with just you. That's all it starts with. It's the same concept as with your team. It starts with 1. So you need to join Scentsy Club. That needs to be the first thing that you do. There's no fee for it. So this is not one of those things where, like some of those other multi-level marketing things where, well, you pay $25 and then you can get your 10% off. No, there's no fee for this. No fee whatsoever. You don't have to pay for 6 months at a time. You don't have to like do anything special. You can cancel at any time. There's no fees whatsoever. So it's not going to cost you anything at all. And you're going to get PRV for it. So let's not forget that. So you need to join Scentsy Club, even if you just do the whiff box, and you need to be unboxing it live. People love subscription boxes. They love it. They don't even care if they already know what's coming in it. They just want it. Once they see somebody else open it, I want that. Do you have any idea how many dang subscriptions I've signed up for when I didn't need any of it? But also, like, I saw somebody else do it and I was like, oh, I need that. Like, I get a makeup subscription every month and I have for like 6 months. I don't wear makeup. And I'm not saying that like your customers are going to get this stuff, they're not going to need it. I'm saying that people are going to subscribe when they see you unbox it. So I have a video that I did unboxing my Scentsy Club in Probably July. Yes, it was July. I just unboxed it at my kitchen table. Guys, I don't even think I had a bra on in that video. Like it was just a very like impromptu thing, and it's been shared like over 100 times. So let's just hope that there's no issues there. But anyway, I just unboxed it live. My kids were running around in circles around me, and I just was talking about Scentsy Club as I was unboxing, like totally informal. Within a week, I had 20 new subscriptions. 20. Because all I did was show people what it was. It is that simple, okay? So I'm actually going to go over some numbers with you guys right now, and I know we have multiple regions represented here, so I'm going to talk about all of the different regions and all the different numbers, okay? So I'll be honest, I don't know what the PRV qualifications are for the different regions. I only know US as far as like leader numbers, but we need 500 PRV. In the United States, we need 500 PRV in order to get paid at title as a leader. In order to get paid on our downline, we need a minimum of 500 PRV. What if you could already have that set up for you every single month and not have to think about it? What if that was already done? And then you could focus on finding new team members. You could focus on booking parties. You could focus on all these other parts of your business instead of all of your time focused on getting that minimum. What if this could already be set up for you? That is the goal of Scentsy Club. That is why Scentsy Club, I truly think, is the future of this business, because it allows you to work smarter and not harder. It allows your customers to have a fully customizable service that you don't have to touch. That's the best part about Scentsy Club is I get thousands of PRV every month and I don't touch it. I literally can't even see in their clubs. They're creating a dashboard for us so that we'll be able to see more and we'll be able to help our customers more. But there's a reason why we can't get into our customers' clubs, because their credit card is attached to that. So they literally have to do it all by themselves. And what happens when, like, if you ever have customers come over to your house, and we don't have to have stock as Scentsy consultants. So if you're new, do not think that you do not have to have stock at all, but you'll start building stock with your half price items and your free products. And you'll have customers that'll say, I need a birthday gift really quick. What do you have? Well, most of the time when they come over, they don't just get what they were after. They see something else and they need to have it. And then they see something else. They're like, oh man, that warmer's really pretty. Do you have more of those? Or they'll try some of your hand lotion, then they'll need that. And it adds up. It's like going to Target. You don't go to Target because you need something. Target tells you what you need once you enter the doors. And it's the same with Scentsy Club, okay? People continue to add things and continue to add things and continue to add things, and it just builds up from there, okay? And I'm gonna tell you what to do with that in just a minute. So let's talk about our regional numbers. And from here on out, I'm not gonna talk about prices. I'm going to talk about products because they translate to the same amounts in each region. So for region 1 in the United States, at a $30 club subscription, which is a whiff box, or 5 bars, because we don't have the multi-packs in Scentsy Club, but it's 5 bars. So at 5 bars, and who do you know that orders a 6-pack from you every month? Try everybody. It's 10% off. So for a $30 club order, they're going to get 10% off, okay? Once that order gets to $60, they're going to get 10% off of that, and they're going to get a half price item. So they can get a whiff box at half off. It's the only way you can get a whiff box half off. You can't enter in a whiff box half off on your workstation under a party. Scentsy Club's the only way you can do that. And for region 1 only region 1, both US and Canada, there are bricks that are exclusive for club members. How many people do you know that are like, hey, you got any bricks? Hey, when are bricks coming back? Well, they can get a brick anytime they want through Scentsy Club. Anytime they want. Now, there are only certain scents available, but it's in like Luna and Welcome Home and Vanilla Bean Buttercream. And then if they have leftover Christmas bricks, whenever we have those, they'll throw those in there. So you can get bricks at any time, okay? And you can get them at half off, by the way. So that's for US. $30 unlocks 10% off, $60 unlocks 10% off, and a half price item that they can use kind of however they want. Now, the only things that can go in your Scentsy Club are consumable items. So let's think about what that means. That's fragrance flowers. And these last, what, 60 days? So they're going to need one every couple months. That's bars. That's body products. That's oils. That's laundry. That's Scentsy Fresh. That's counter clean. It's literally everything except for warmers and diffusers. Let's be serious. Everything except warmers and diffusers. So they can refill all their stuff as much as they want every 1, 2, or 3 months. Okay. So how many people do you know that order $30 from you or more every 1, 2, or 3 months? It should be all of your customers. It should be all of them if you're following up correctly. Okay. So now let's talk about Canada. In Canada, the minimum to unlock the 10% off is $40. And then to get the half off item as well, it's $79. And they also can do a whiff box or a brick at half off. Okay. So that's the numbers for Canada that you're shooting for. In region 2, there's both pounds and euros. So at 36 pounds, they're going to get 10% off. At 73 pounds, they're going to get 10% off and a half price item. There are not bricks in region 2, but they can get a whiff box at half price. For euros, it's 44 euros for 10% off. And then at 88 euros, they unlock that half off item. And in region 3, because I know we have lots of region 3 friends here, it's $51 to get 10% off. And then $102 to get 10% off plus a half off item. And they too can get a whiff box at half price. Okay. Now let's talk about Always Get My Bar. Always Get My Bar is the program that gets people into Scentsy Club. That's the hook. Okay. So right here, I'm just going to go ahead and show you. This is hibiscus water and she's my bestie. And when I smelled her for the first time, I knew that I needed her in my life until the day that I die. And the only way that that can happen is if I add her to my Scentsy Club. And so currently we have 30 days from the time a scent launches to add it to our club. Okay. So scent of the month, Ghostly Greetings. I'm obsessed with this scent and I smelled it for the first time and I was like, oh, gotta add it to my club. If you watched my most recent Scentsy Club unboxing video, it's a serious problem. I mean, I should have counted. I probably have 30 bars in my Scentsy Club. I have 2 subscriptions. I have one that comes quarterly, and that's like all my super retired bars. And then I have one that comes monthly. And in my monthly subscription, I get a whiff box, I get laundry, and then I get a couple bars that I use literally every month, like Cocoa Lime and Pink Cotton. Okay, so here's what I do. When I see that long, sad list of retired scents that comes out twice a year, scents that are going bye-bye the next month, I say, okay, I don't know if any of these are going to come back next season. They might, but what if they don't? Because Scentsy's done that to me before, Mandarin Moon being one of them. I thought, no way they'll not bring that back. And it's not been brought back again since Always Get My Bar started, and I'm real upset about it because it was in the top 20 at the end of the voting this last time, and it's not on the list. But I need to not get all fired up about that. But I say, okay, which of these bars am I going to cry over if they are not in the catalog next year, right? Okay, so Pink Cotton and Cocoa Lime, French Lavender, Johnny Appleseed. Those are some of the ones that I added for next spring. Now, they might come back. They probably will because they were that popular, but I don't know for sure. So out of the anxiety in that, I added them to my Scentsy Club. Now, next spring, if they come back, I can take them back out. It doesn't matter. It's fully customizable. You can change things as much as you want. But those Always Get My Bar, as long as it is in your Scentsy Club, Scentsy will continue to pour that bar for you forever. So if you have a customer that all they ever order is Christmas Cottage, they need a Scentsy Club so that they can get it all year round. And I have a customer that does that. That's why, all year round. So now she can get it every month or every couple months, and then she doesn't have to worry about stocking up. She can get it incrementally, okay? So those 2 times a year that we do the catalog change, when we have that long list of discontinued scents, that is prime time to get club members. Okay? Because what I did was I said, oh my gosh, these scents are discontinuing. I sent out an email. I used my sales report on the workstation. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you go to reporting and then you go to my performance and then you click sales reports. And there's a report in there that will allow you to search past customers by product. So you can go through and you can click all the products and it'll tell you everybody that's ever ordered that product. And I followed up with every single one of those people and they were like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? French lavender is going away? Yeah, but check it out. You can join Scentsy Club. There's no fee. You can choose how often you get it, how many of them you get, and you can have it come right to your door and you get a discount on it. So like, if you don't want to be a consultant and you don't want to host a party, this is the best deal that there will ever be. And that's kind of my tagline. If you don't want to be a consultant and you don't want to host a party, this is the best. This is the discount. Like this is the best way to get a discount on your stuff. And you have full control over it. You can take stuff out if you don't want it. You can add things. So, go ahead and start it right now and do your French lavender and cocoa lime, which are your faves, and you mix them together because that's one of the best combos ever. Add those into your club. And then in a couple months when you want some fall stuff, you can just add the fall scents that you want to your club. And it'll come to your door, straight to your door. You don't have to order through me. You can add stuff in there. And then the next time your club order ships, if you want to change some of those scents, you can. And I know you love Scentsy Fresh. You can add Scentsy Fresh to your club. You can go ahead and add those flowers to come every 2 months to your club. Oh, and that dish soap that you love, you can add that too. And they're like, wait, so I can buy all this same stuff that I buy through you and get 10% off. And then I'm going to get my whiff box that I like at half off. And it's going to come to my door. Yeah, it's that easy. Sold. Like, done. Honestly, I haven't really had to talk a whole lot of people into it. It makes sense. Like when you lay it out and you say, you're going to get 10% off every time this comes to you. You're going to get an email 10 days before it ships that'll say, hey, do you want to change things? So if I want a different laundry scent next month, I can change it. The only thing that you can't take out is the always get my bars. And there's a little indicator next to that bar when you look in your Scentsy Club subscription that'll say, hey, this is an always get my bar product. If you remove it, we're not going to continue putting it in there. Now, I will say I have had people remove them accidentally. And as long as support can see that your customer has had it in their subscription previously, they can add it back. Okay. So don't freak out. Don't let your customers freak out. I've had it happen. It's okay. Call support and they can fix it for them because they can go and look back in their club and see that they've had it in there before and they can fix it for them. Sometimes there's glitches. I promise IT's all over it. Don't panic about it. But this is the easiest way that you are going to be able to ensure that you meet your PRV minimum every month without having to do a whole lot of extra work. And the only thing that you really have to do to get people to join the club is to show them what's in yours. Okay. So when I unboxed my club last time, I not only got about 15 messages about, can I have that bar? But they're like, oh, I remember that bar. I loved that bar. Oh my gosh, you get a brick? Wait, how do you get a brick? And it creates that FOMO in people and they want to be part of it too. I started with the whiff box. And instead of people having to order a whiff box through me every month, I gave them the opportunity to order themselves and to customize it and then said, oh, hey, I know you love these other products too. Go ahead and add those too because they can come straight to your door. Make it simple. It's not rocket science and it is not, it's not hard to make this something that is attractive to people, if that makes sense. I absolutely believe that this is a product that we should be selling. So we have 3 products, I actually believe 4 now within Scentsy. We have our actual products, which wax warmers, oils, diffusers, all of that. We have the party, being a host, that's a product. And then we have the join opportunity. That's a product that we sell. We sell all of those things. That's our job, is to sell those things. And then we have Scentsy Club. Okay. For the people that love our products, that are consistently ordering from you, they need to join Scentsy Club. It doesn't make sense for them not to. And that's all you have to say. It doesn't make sense for you to not do this, because it's cheaper to do it through Scentsy Club than it is to order through me. And you know what? It makes it easier for you because you don't have to touch anything. Honestly, it has been like night and day. It's been a huge difference maker in my business, so that when things get hard, or when we have a rough week, or, you know, foster care is crazy and I don't ever know what's going to happen, I don't have to worry about it because I know that I have Scentsy Club, and I know as long as I take care of my customers, then they'll continue to do it. I do send special thank yous to my customers that have a Scentsy Club subscription. And I do it because, you know, we know kind of what's coming. So we got those kits from SFR that had the fall products in it, and then we got the kits that had the winter products in it. So the month before the harvest products came out, I sent out samples to my Scentsy Club members of the 3 pumpkin pack, and they can add those to their Scentsy Club individually. So if Bright Cider Life is your favorite out of those, it was mine, and it's already in my Scentsy Club, I can add that one. If Welcome Summer is your favorite Scentsy bar, you can add that to your club. It doesn't matter. As long as you add it before the 30 days of it selling out, it's 30 days after it's released. That's how long you have to add it. So sampling things is super important for your customers. Giving those extra little things. I like to send samples of counter clean. I just use, I think I ran out. But those, I'll have to send Candy a picture of them, but they're like microfiber cloths. They come in, no, it's not a bottle, Candy. It's flat. It's flat. So it is a cloth. It's like a Clorox cloth, and it's kind of microfiber, and I cut it up, and then I spray the counter clean on it, and it's flat in an envelope. So I don't have to mail little bottles. And then it's a rag. They just take the rag out and they can use it on their countertop. It's super, super easy. But I like to send samples like that because then it gets them hooked on it, and they can add more stuff to their Scentsy Club, because that's the goal, right? Is for them to fall in love with our other products and continue adding stuff. Now, Candy mentioned that I'm a heavy sponsor, and I will tell you that when I first started Scentsy, I would sponsor between 2 and 5 consultants a month. And that's just kind of what my process was. I didn't necessarily have like a rhyme or reason for it. It's probably based on my marketing, and I'm a big fan of living a life of recruiting that makes your life attractive to people, that they want something that you have, and not necessarily saying it's $99 to join Scentsy, you should do it. I like to just show people how Scentsy fits into my life exactly the same way that Candy does it. So you've all already been trained on all these things. But when foster care hit, I stopped recruiting. Intentionally, I stopped recruiting because I didn't have the bandwidth to help other people. I just needed to survive. So this last year, when our foster care journey was ending and we knew we were on, the short path to adoption, I was like, okay, I'm ready to get back on this bike. I'm ready to do this again. And you know what? It was so hard. It was so hard. And I had like a whole lot of empathy and a newfound appreciation for when people say recruiting is hard. I don't know how to do it. And I was like, you know what? I'm struggling too. I'm having a hard time too. And I had to figure out how to get back on that bike and retrain my brain with the way that things were 2 years later, because it's not ever the same. And so I was using the same recruiting tactics that I was using before, and they weren't working, and I couldn't understand why. Imagine that. So December of last year, I was talking to my friend Chloe Cox, and I said, Chloe, I've earned every single top trip ever. And right now I have more than enough points to be in the top 150, but I don't have the sponsoring points, and I'm nowhere close. Like, I don't even have the recruits. It's not that I have the recruits and they're not certified. I don't have the recruits, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but this isn't good enough for me. Like, this isn't good enough for me to not have worked my butt off until the very end. So I need to change something. But it was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to ask people to spend $99 right now, nor are they going to. I wouldn't spend $99 on myself right now. It's 2 weeks before Christmas. But how am I going to do this? Because I only have until, what was it, the end of February, end of January? I don't even remember because we changed catalog last year. I didn't have very, very long to accomplish this. And so I had done a huge buddy drive for kids in foster care last year, and I was closing out parties left and right. We raised about 350 Scentsy buddies. So I was closing $500 parties all over the place. And Chloe said, hey, Chastity just did a video on our page about the Earn a Kit and how she's been using it to get new recruits. You should go watch it and see if maybe that'll, make something kind of click and you can change things. And she said something that, changed the way that I thought about the Earn a Kit, because honestly, when it first came out, I was like, no, people need to have some skin in the game or they're not going to want to do this. Like, me spending $99 that I didn't have lit a fire under me that I needed to be able to earn that back quickly, because I wasn't even spending $100 a month on groceries, let alone on a business that I desperately needed to work. So I let my experience cloud what I was doing in my business. And I just said, I'm not going to give, like, I earned that. I earned those host rewards. I'm not going to give somebody my host rewards. And you know what? I was wrong. I was wrong in that way of thinking. And it took me adjusting the way that I was looking at the Earn a Kit option. And instead of something that I had done, that I had earned, I decided that I was going to look at it as a gift, because Scentsy is the biggest gift of my life, truly. Like, it has absolutely changed my life and my family. We would not be where we are right now without Scentsy. I would not be who I am right now without Scentsy. Scentsy's a gift. And Allison Dalkey said something a few years ago that has always stuck with me. And she said, it's rude not to offer the opportunity to people because it's a gift, and it's rude to not offer the blessing that, that has been offered to you to other people. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to change the way that I'm thinking about this. I've got 6 more parties that I have to close. And instead of using those host rewards for more buddies, I'll just purchase the buddies and I'll see if I can bless some people with the opportunity. And I'm a big fan of the list of 100. I do a list of 100 every single year. And I look through my Facebook friends, I look through my customers, I look through new people that I know, and I write down a new list of 100, especially a dream team list. I make a new dream team list every single year. And those are people that I think would rock this business. Whether or not they buy Scentsy from me, I think they would rock this business. Whether it's the circle that they run in, or just their personality, or maybe I'm always seeing them talking about loving the way that things smell, or I just think that I just get a vibe from them and I think they'd be great. And I want them on my team. Okay. These aren't people that have asked me. These are people that I want, that I am going to intentionally pursue, whether that's just, obviously relationships come first. This is not a cold call list. That is not what I'm saying here. These are just people that I want to be intentional with about continuing a relationship or offering the opportunity to them when it presents itself. These are seeds that I'm planting that I'm then going to water. Okay. So I looked at my dream team list and I found 6 people that I thought that this opportunity could bless and that I thought would really do well at this. And I sent them a message and I just said, hey, I know we've talked about this before, or this might come out of left field, but I actually have a kit that I can gift to somebody. And I just have always thought that you'd be awesome at this. Or I know how much you love Scentsy and you purchase from me quite often, and I just would really love to see you get a discount or whatever. I cater it to them. But the thing that I say across all messages that is authentic and true and from my heart is that I would love to gift this opportunity to you. It's a gift. It's not, hey, I have a free kit, you want it. It's, I have a kit that I can gift to someone and I would love to gift this opportunity to you. It's risk-free because they're not spending any money on it. And if it doesn't work, then fine. You've risked nothing. But what if it does? What if it does work? This is an opportunity for you to get your Scentsy at free and half off. I think you'd be amazing at it, or whatever it is that caters to that person. This is not a generic message kind of thing. Now, yes, I say I have a kit that I'd love to gift to you, but everything else is very personalized within this message. And I'm so sorry. I am totally not paying attention to chat. Candy, you'll have to stop me if I need to answer something. I'm just going. Okay. So not everybody responds. Sometimes people have questions or they're not really sure. I do have an info sheet that I'll send them just with some frequently asked questions to kind of answer it. But usually, if they say, well, I just don't know if I have time, or we've all heard the reasons, and you can kind of give rebuts back. I don't get a whole lot of the I don't have time thing because I don't have time. And so people kind of see that if I can do it, they can do it. But occasionally someone will say, I just don't know if I have time for that. And I'll say, I literally have 5 children and my life is chaos, and Scentsy is my happy place. This is where I find, a lot of joy and happiness. And this is something that I can do for me. Or if they say, I don't have the money, it's risk-free, whatever you want. But I start with, this is a gift. And what that does is it makes people feel seen, because you are choosing them to gift the opportunity. This is not necessarily this person said they want to join, I'm going to give them a free kit. Now, sometimes, yes, depending on the circumstance, I just like to gift the kit. Honestly, it's $59 in host credits. What do I need $59 in host credits for? It's 2 6-packs. Like, at this point in my life, I don't need that. I would much rather bless somebody with the opportunity than get 2 more 6-packs that I'm going to throw up on my wall to either use myself or have a customer come and buy. Scentsy has changed my life, and gifting kits has absolutely blessed me in a way that I don't even have the words to explain. And it's not just about trip points. It's not just about growing my team, but of the kits that I have gifted since December, I earned that top 150 trip, by the way, from gifting those kits, because those people felt seen. And I've been told by several of them that because I gifted it to them, because it's something that I gave them, they wanted to work harder because they wanted to make something of it. And 2 of those people, Candy called out Rachel Durham for top sponsor or top PRV. I gifted her a kit, and she just promoted to director, and she's in the top 10 out of 3,000 people right now. So there are going to be people, I literally just got like full body chills. There are going to be people that do nothing with it. But there are people that do nothing with the $99 kit. And there are people that do nothing with the $15 kit. But there are people whose lives are going to be changed because you saw them, because you told them that you had something that you could gift to anybody, and you chose them to offer it to. It changes people. It changes everything. It changes the way that I feel about it. As a sponsor, it changes the way that they feel about it as someone who was sought out. It is truly like recruiting, like for a large corporation, however you want to think about it. Like, you've been seen, you've been chosen, you are wanted and valued, and they see something in you that you might not even see in yourself. I'll tell you, when I first joined, there are things that my sponsor and my upline saw in me. Candy and I just spent a weekend with my upline, Carol Bishop Hauk. And she saw something in me that I didn't even see in myself, but because she saw it, and she told me she believed in me, and she told me that I could do big things and that I was going to be somebody someday, I wanted to work even harder so that I could prove her right, so that she wouldn't just be because I've been told my whole life that I wasn't going to be anybody. I'd been told that because I got pregnant at 19 years old, that my life was over, that I was never going to have a better job than what I had right then, that I was never going to be anybody. I was never going to finish school. I was shamed for years. And you know what? I've proved all of them wrong, and myself, because at some point you start to believe those voices when there's enough of them. And all it takes is one person to tell you that they believe in you to change your life. And you offering a kit to somebody because you see something in them can be the change that they need. So I'm going to urge you to think differently about those kits. And yes, you might have collected the orders to earn the host rewards. You're not giving them your PRV. You're not flipping the party to them. You're just gifting them the opportunity to go do something with it, to go run with it. Okay? So that's kind of where things changed for me. Like I said, Rachel is one of my directors that I gifted a kit. Sydney Herring is another director of mine that I gifted a kit. I looked back during Summit, we were talking about Scentsational Start Level 3, and it's like 0.018% of consultants earn it, or something ridiculous like that. Like a very tiny, small amount of consultants earn Scentsational Start Level 3. Since January 1st, actually since March, I personally have had 6 frontline earn Scentsational Start Level 3. All of them were gifted kits, and 2 of them are directors now. 3 of them are star consultants that are growing teams. And all it takes is you telling people that you see them and that they have something special in them that you see that they just might not have tapped into yet. Now, let's tie this back into Scentsy Club. Scentsy Club is a way for you to get a peek into what people are using in their homes, how much money they're spending, and whether or not they, I don't want to say have what it takes to be a consultant, because that's not correct. It's not coming out right. But the people that are spending a lot of money, those are the people that you need to talk to about joining your team. So I had people that were spending $200 in club orders. Well, what's our minimum to be a consultant? $200 once every 4 months. And when the club subscription is every 1, 2, or 3 months, that's remaining active without having to do anything, just on their own purchases. Just on their own purchases. And I'm going to just tell you right now, of all of the top leaders that I know, I can maybe name 3 that actually got into this business to do this as a business. I didn't. I wanted enough money so that I didn't have to ask my husband to go get a thing of McDonald's French fries. Let's be serious. This was not supposed to be this. And I'll just tell you right now, Scentsy is the way that we were able to afford to save our children. It's changed everything. But I didn't know that it was going to change everything when I joined. I did it for me, and it turned into something else. I have not taught, I honestly haven't recruited anybody that from the very beginning said, I'm going to be a superstar director. I don't know a whole lot of people. I know maybe 3 that have ever started out that way. So when looking for people to talk to about joining your team, it doesn't have to be someone who says, I want to be you. Because I don't know most people that get into this and say, I want to be you. Most people get into this and say, I'm not going to be like you, but I'll give it a whirl. And they still end up rocking it. Like, nobody's going to be me. So I don't want someone to get into this and be like, I want to be you, because you can't be, because you're not me. We're all very different. We all have different things to bring to the table. But seeing Scentsy Club, seeing the Scentsy Club orders, seeing the things that, oh, if they have all of this stuff at their fingertips that they can purchase, okay, what would offering them the opportunity do for them? How much of that stuff in that club can they get for free and half price as a consultant when they just tell their friends and family about it? Because when they join, I always tell them, okay, well, what's in your club that you can order from yourself and get rewards on it in an order rather than in your club subscription? All Scentsy Club does is give you a peek into kind of where their brain is and how much they love Scentsy, and then you can go from there. And having those kits says, hey, I have an opportunity that I can gift to somebody. I'd love to gift it to you. I know you love Scentsy. Look at your club order. Look how much stuff you're getting every month. What if you could get most of that stuff free and half off by doing this as a business? And I've had pretty good luck with people saying yes. I have people say no. I do. Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that people don't tell me no, or that I don't get ghosted and people don't answer me. It happens all the time. But for me, when I'm thinking about my minimum that I've always had my whole business, because Jen Audette changed my life at my first SFR and said, you need to have 2,000 PRV and 2 recruits every month. And that's how you build a sustainable business. And I was like, well, I got to do that now. Cause I'm the kind of person where if you put like a goal or a challenge in front of me, I'm like, well, I have to do it. Like I have to do that. So that's always been my goal, is 2,000 PRV and 2 recruits. Well, what is 2,000 PRV? That's 4 $500 parties. And that's 4 opportunities that I could gift to somebody else. So that's my goal. It pains me to close out a party without a kit in there somewhere. And you know what? It gives me the opportunity to choose who I want to join my team. Now, sometimes do I post and be like, hey, I have an opportunity for somebody. If you've ever thought about joining Scentsy, I'd love to chat with you. Yeah, because that kind of lets me check the temperature of certain people that are following me. But for the most part, I can say, okay, I have a kit. Oh, you know what? This person just placed a big order. She's a teacher, and I bet she'd rock this Scentsy thing. So then I can use her order as an in to talk to her about it. Say, I've got this kit. I'd love to gift it to you. I know school really sucks right now with the way that the world is. I bet you'd really be able to use a happy place, because Scentsy is mine for me. And I'd love for you to have the same opportunity. So if anybody has questions, I would love to answer some questions. I see the chat blowing up and I haven't been paying attention because I'm very easily distracted. But I hope that this has been helpful for you guys, and you've seen what gifting these kits can do for you. And you've seen how you can tie Scentsy Club into it. And you've seen the value in Scentsy Club. I mean, my Lord, Scentsy Club is literally the future. And if you're not taking advantage of Scentsy Club, you are shooting yourself in the foot. If you're not a Scentsy Club subscriber, go do that right now. Like right now. I promise it'll change everything. Does anybody have any questions? Candy, have you seen any questions that you want me to answer that I maybe haven't answered?
No questions, just everybody saying like you've just ignited a spark. And I was starting to write that too, like even being in this business for 8 years, like I got teary-eyed you talking about recruiting. You know, at our virtual SSD summit, we talked about this idea of the word gift. And I was like, but I'm doing that too, Maggie, but I'm doing that too. But I think you just really sharing your heart behind it, that was the difference. It's that it wasn't the words, it was your heart. And that just brought tears to my eyes, and is like just that mindset shift that can make all the difference. So, I mean, yeah. Thank you. That was incredible. And then people said that they have one of our directors said that you have sparked Scentsy Club again for her. It's awesome.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Good. And I'm happy to answer any other questions if people think of them later, watch this recording, whatever. And I also, Candy, did you find that video that I told you about earlier that's on my page, or do you want me to share it with you?
That would be great. I was on the phone a lot today. So
yes. No worries. I've got 2, and I can just send you the links for them to the 2 that I've done that have been successful. And maybe just hearing the way that I explain it to customers would be helpful, because it just kind of came out. Like I don't have a script for it. I'm not a scripty person. I just kind of go with whatever works in that moment. But I can share that with you guys too.
You're good at that. Nikki has a question for you.
Okay.
You see it?
Can we change the date that Scentsy Club processes? I think you can if you contact support, but there's not a current way to do it through your club portal. But if you contact support, if it is your Scentsy Club, so the workaround to be able to help customers with Scentsy Club is they need to put it in writing to you and say, I accidentally deleted this out of my club. Can you help me get it back? Screenshot that, send it into support. They'll fix it for them. Like no problem. So that's kind of the way that you can get around it. There's not a way to be like, oh, my customer said this. Can you help? They'll be like, well, I need proof that your customer actually asked for that. So if, Nikki, if you need help with that, Nikki, you're on my team, girl. If you need help with changing that, I can help you with it. If you're not able to get the answer that you need, if it's your customer, you have to send in a screenshot, but if it's for you, then you should be able to just message support and just ask for the date to be changed. My Scentsy Club went away last Thursday, but thank God tech support was able to recover it. Yes. Yes. They are. They can fix it. So don't panic. But
I feel like a lot of people are going to get their Scentsy Club account started, and you're probably going to have questions after that.
Yeah, no, that's totally fine. Just remember that there's no multi-packs in Scentsy Club. So if you're looking for the bundle and saves, there isn't that, because they give you that 10% off. So, and then remember, always get my bar. That's kind of like the gateway drug to get that, and the whiff box is kind of the way to get people into Scentsy Club. But
Hey,
once you go from there, it just kind of.
Do you have a lot of, would you say most, or do you have a lot of your customers doing the whiff box? Like, is most, what do you feel?
In most of my club orders, yes. Yes. And I have very few club orders. I think I have 2 club orders that are under $60. Most of my club orders are $60 or significantly more than that, because they want that half off item. Like, think about it. Yeah. When you go to a website and it says at the top, you go there for a shirt. This happens to me all the time.
All the time.
You go there for a shirt because you saw it on somebody, or you saw a link, and then you get to the site and there's a little banner that says, oh, well, when you spend $75, you get free shipping. Well, now I need to get 3 shirts because I want the free shipping. Like, I'd rather pay more in product to get the free shipping. Or if it says buy 2, get 1 free, well, now I got to get 2 so that I can get 1 free. So people see, and there is a banner on there that says, when you purchase $60 or more, you're going to get a half off item. And then when you open up the half off item, it tells you everything that you can get. So people, when they see that, they spend more money. It's just science.
Candy, can I say something?
Yeah, please.
What I was going to say is, before I started the Scentsy Club, I wasn't getting the whiff box. Now I get the whiff box every month because I get it for $15, because my club account is definitely over $60 every month. And it's also why, in the Scentsy Club is also why I'm active every month, even if I don't get anything, any sales, which of course that's not the case. I always want to try to meet my goal, but having the club keeps me active every month, and I get my whiff box for $15 every month. And I love that.
Yeah. Bianca, do you unbox your stuff live so that your
do.
customers can see it? Good.
Yeah. Candy knows that I've become a Facebookaholic.
Good. Good. That's the way to reel people in.
She's branded herself as the mobile Scentsy lady, because she doesn't do it anymore because she's recently retired, but she was driving like 3 hours in the car, like round trip, 5 hours for work. And so she became the mobile Scentsy lady.
Oh my. Well, I'm glad you retired then. You don't have to do that anymore. Now you can just play.
No, I don't. Thank you so much.
You know, it made me think, because what you just said, Bianca, and what Maggie was saying just made me think, and I'm going to say it out loud because maybe it helps somebody else, is I've always done my own scent crates with boxes, and I've tried to get away from them, but the customers, they don't want to go away quite yet. But you know what? If I said that it was only $15, they might want, right? They might be incentivized. So it could be like my gateway could be doing that, which would free up a whole lot of time in a whole lot of different ways. So
yeah. Well, and you can always do your thank yous for your Scentsy Club. You can get creative with that, and you can theme the thank yous.
Yeah. Or do
rather than
do like the mystery bags, you know, where I just throw those up, and it doesn't have to be a whole big thing. Yeah.
Yep. Getting more than $30 worth of products for $15 is a good deal.
Yeah. Alex, I know that you're hopping off. If you want to hop on, oh, there you are. If you can get on, if you want to say something before your kids wake up.
My kids screaming in the background. So.
Oh, we all have them. It's okay. Alex.
So it might be, I'm going to make it as quick as possible though. This is just, Candy asks us, her directors, about taking different roles, and I told her I'd do inspiration. My kid woke up, he ate 20 melatonin this morning, so I've been having to keep a close eye on it. It's been a long day, but my name is Alex. I'm Star Director of Team Perfectly Imperfect, Believe in Yourself, and every day I do self-work, and I watch a lot of videos. In today's video, my YouTube video that I watched today was all about learning about the power of purpose. And Finding your purpose has to be something that pulls you. So in this next week, make sure you focus on that purpose and something that is going to pull you to the future, not to the past, but to the future, with the future. I'm not talking like just a 2-week purpose, a 3-week purpose. I'm talking like a 1-year purpose. In 1 year, where does your purpose stand in 1 year? The more powerful the purpose, the more powerful I have to watch the outcome. And your purpose will literally be the rock to your mindset. And that's when he said that. He's coming in here, so I'm gonna try to hurry. When he said that to me today, I was like, okay, yep, that makes sense. Your purpose is the rock to your mindset. If your mindset is going to be off, your purpose might be off. So you need to go back and reevaluate your purpose this week. That's my inspiration. He's getting wild now, so I'm gonna go to bed.
Thank you.
Bye, Candy. Love you.
Bye. We always end our calls with inspiration. So I put in the comments, but her husband is currently deployed. So she's military spouse, holding down the fort. She had 80,000 GWV today. So she is a rock star making it happen. So, you know,
that was amazing.
We all got life right around us.
Yeah.
Any other questions from anybody? Like I said, I know we'll probably have some afterwards that Maggie can help us answer, but it would be fun to see like a tally of how many people sign up for club after this.
I do have one question.
Do it.
I accidentally combined my bi-monthly to my monthly, and I wanted to do it the other way. I wanted to take my monthly and add it to my bi-monthly, because my monthly, after I kind of cleaned it up, only had 2 bars left in it. So I wanted to move those 2 bars to my bi-monthly, but I mistakenly switched them to a monthly. So can I switch that back to a bi-monthly?
Yeah, you can. You just need to call support and ask them. They can do it for you.
Thank you.
Actually, you don't need to call support, and you can move it yourself.
Okay, so I was going to try it just to see, but I didn't want, since I just lost it and it just came back today, I was afraid to mess with it again.
Yeah, no, you can move the whole thing. If you want to move the whole thing, you can.
Okay.
Yes. You just have to click the little button.
Good. I'm going to give it a try. Thank you.
And if something goes wrong, you just call Chad Larson and tell him that Maggie said so. Hey, have they told you Maggie is at least one of the very top consultants out of all 200,000 in Scentsy Club. I don't know if you know where you're at, but like,
he told me I have the most subscriptions, but I don't know how long that will last. Like, I don't know. I didn't ask him to compare, but he told me that I have the most subscriptions.
Ooh, I feel all fancy having Maggie on the call. One. I love it.
That's just for now. I want all of you to try to beat me in that. So.
Incredible. Cool. Awesome. Well, we will let you guys go. Thank you so much, Maggie, for being on the call, and for all of Maggie's group that hopped on with us. It was fun having you over tonight.
Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Yeah. If y'all have any questions, just in Firefly, you can comment on that post of Maggie's, and we will make sure that those get answered. And that's also where I will post the link to the recording of the Zoom once that gets processed too. So I hope you all have a great night and a great rest of your week, and we'll see you over on Firefly and over on Ohana. Okay. Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Maggie.
Thanks, Candy.